to all the people, so all the musicians out there and drummers and everything, I can only say, don't give up. If you want to do it, just do it. Don't listen to what other people say who have no idea what you're doing. Just do your thing. Learn, play, because if you play, you learn more and more, and you get better. If you don't play because you listen to other people, you can't get better. That doesn't work.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the All Music Matters and That podcast. I'm your host, Brian. And joining me today, hailing from Germany, do you pronounce it Neal Esseling?
Hello.
All right, I'm spot on. I actually interviewed with Julian Kramer. Do you know him by any chance?
I think I heard of him, yes.
I interviewed him like last week, just a kind of a similar kind of interview that we're doing right now, and then just got to know him a little bit. But he's on the eastern half of Germany along the Rhine River there. Where are you at, actually?
The western half.
Yeah.
On the western half.
Yeah.
And actually the biggest state of Germany.
Bavaria?
The biggest state of Germany that is in Germany apart. With the most civilians living there.
Yeah. I guess, what city are you close to? You're close to like Munich or something? Berlin? Or... Actually, you're in Bavaria, right?
Berlin is in the east, actually.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. I'm getting my directions all mixed up, so that's good.
I don't know. No worries.
Yep. Oh, we're off to a good start. How about that? All right. So sorry. But anyway, I just wanted to reach out to kind of get to know you too, because it looks like you got a little bit of an impressive story, because it looks like you've done your own little music work with a guy named Nate, and I checked out some of that stuff too. So we're going to go into that, but I got some questions here for you. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so let's just start off with a simple one. Tell us a little bit about yourself, particularly your drumming history.
Like already mentioned, my name is Neal. I'm 18 years old by now, almost 19. And how I got in drumming was one day I normally listen to music, all kinds of stuff, video game soundtracks and so on, because I was actually very into video gaming. Beginning was as I got my PS4, especially, I went more and more into gaming, got to know more people online with who I still play till today. And then I listened to music on YouTube over my PS4, and suddenly I slowly started air drumming with the songs when I clearly could hear the drums out of it. And then I thought slowly, it was like, why don't I buy a real drum set and then start drumming actually for real? And so the idea came up. I bought an e-drum set, my first one, the Millennium. I don't remember what it is, what set actually. I only know it's from Millennium. My cousin has it now, my younger cousin, because I have this one right now. Because the first drum set I had broke down at one point. So if it turned on, but as soon as I wanted to play and I hit the snare or something, the drum set turned off completely, till the point it was dead completely.
Oh.
Then we sent it back, because I still had the guarantee on it. So we sent it back to them, and they sent a new one. But at that time when they sent the new one, I had my drum set right now already. So we gave it away to my cousin, who wanted to play the drums as well. So that's how I came into drumming. And with drumming came some stuff like getting more into music. So I started listening to music quite early. Before that actually was. That's music came before, but yeah. drumming came done too.
Yeah, the music seems to always start first, and it's like, oh wow, I want to do what that guy's doing, and then
Yeah,
eventually
yeah,
we get the instrument, and then we try doing it, and we either love it or we hate it. So it's one of the things. It'll either make or
yeah,
break you.
yep.
Speaking of which, talk about your kid right there. If you're able to turn the camera so we can get a nice glimpse of it.
It's a little kit. It doesn't have that much symbols and that much. So it has three vectons, two symbols, the right and and the crash. But since it's a e-drum set, I used the user kit to have two crashes on one set. Because I'm a very hard metalhead.
Yeah, so notice that too. If you're sure too, that's Arch Enemy. That's a good band too.
Yeah, I listen to Arch Enemy. I listen to Architects, Skillet actually too. Bring Me the Horizon and everything. So, but how I got this is I got this from the music store we have in my town, and I don't know actually what drum it is. It just says Carlsbro, but it doesn't says the number of which set it is. Actually, it just says Carlsbro on all the things, symbols and everything, but it doesn't describe what set it is. So I have this set now for 2 years, actually 3 years. I had my first one. I had only one for 1 year before it broke down. This held on with me for quite some time now, and you can actually see it on the snare and everything because on the snare a bit it's became more black because of the drumsticks and everything as I hit it more, and it's fun. As long as it doesn't break down, it's fine.
Yeah, as long as it works, we're okay with whatever brand it is. We'll just improvise.
Yeah.
It turns back to from years of abuse.
Yeah, as long as it has the user drum kits where you can put the sounds it has to what you want. Yeah, of course I have a drum user kit where I have the right to, but I only use it when I know the song has the right in it. Of course, most of the things I improvise actually because I do not only rock covers or metal covers of songs. I drum to pop songs or something too, and put improvisation into it. Actually, it's another story for one day I covered a song from Aviva, and I don't know which song it was, but I covered a song and she commented on it.
Oh,
and I was like,
thank you.
It was like I looked at my phone. I took my phone because I got a notification from YouTube. Someone commented. I was like, I looked like I seen that name Aviva. I was like, excuse me?
Is this right?
And is this right? Hold on a moment. Then I go into it and see that it's the real Aviva, the actual artist Aviva, because she has the symbol on the YouTube symbol for musician or artist next to it. And I was like,
yeah,
that's an honor.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, where did that came from? What the hell?
What's going on? The algorithm actually said it to her. It actually loves me.
Yeah.
Oh, congrats.
And
jealous.
Thank you.
Jealous.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just she only put a black heart and a yellow heart, typical for her because she has mostly yellow hair or something in there. As she loves what I did, because most songs when I cover the most songs of pop songs, I put some rock or metal stuff into it, like blast beats or at parts that fits. I did once. I did a drum cover album sort of, where I chose 10 songs and I played the drums to them, all of them. Some of them were chosen by my girlfriend actually, because I said you can choose 3 songs for the album, and she was like, okay. She gave me 3 songs. I did that, and that's drum cover album done, finished, wrapped, uploaded, and then one day it got closed or blocked because one of the songs got more copyrighted with time.
Yeah,
which I hate. I like putting into my description like this has no purpose on taking the stuff from the actual artist who did that. And like, YouTube, come on, what is this?
Nope.
YouTube is like, nope, you can't do that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, this is something in my drumming community that we talk about too, and they're trying to post songs like Jimi Hendrix. Let's see, I think there were some other pop ones, but some names escape me right now. But they're trying to upload them and just say like, "Hey, this is no copyright whatsoever. This is just for fun." Kind of whole
Mm,
disclaimer thing or whatever, and they still get blocked. And it probably
yeah.
takes a year before they finally say like, "Okay, you can go ahead and post it." It's like, what gives?
I'm like, if you don't put something into that covers where the YouTube algorithm doesn't gives a shit about, like he lets it go without copyright or everything, then you can make money from it. Like I know drummers, or I saw drummers on YouTube who made money with it because they had made it so good, or they took the drum parts out, so that the YouTube algorithm lets it go, sort of. And I'm like, if I could do that, I would do that, but I don't want to earn money from this. I'm doing this as a hobby. Let me be.
Yeah,
God damn it.
was it like a drumless track? Is that what they were doing?
uh, I think so that they edited something out, like edited the drums out or something of it. I know only that most of things I do is you still hear the drums of the original song drums, but I try to put them as quiet as possible, so you only hear mine mostly.
Yeah, I do mine the same way too. I do you use MIDI? Well, obviously you have to use MIDI, and then do you use like a Superior drummer for your drum sounds?
Yeah, I actually bought late or earlier yesterday or so. I bought Easy Drummer 3
Hmm.
because I had enough of this goddamn other programs I used who just kept on crashing when I was working on stuff. 'Cause it was like, oh, god damn it, come on. I was almost done, and now you crash on me. I because of that, I got the habit to save things so often because they crash, because I know the programs will crash at one point. Because my PC doesn't, it's like, nope.
Nope, we decided to
That
just crash. We're just crashing today because it's too much. It's over
too much. I
9,000.
don't want to. Someone 9,000, don't let me be. Like I have to, since it's getting summer slowly, I can feel the difference because my PC normally is very quiet, but in the summer he gets very very loud because he heats up faster,
Hmm.
obviously. So I already have a fan next to me down here to give him some fresh air so he doesn't overheat so fast.
Yeah. Actually, we could say
But
your
I want,
computer's in heat. There we go.
yeah, and like here, take my fan. Here, have nice cool air.
Just do the. Actually, I'm just gonna use my phone. Fabio.
Oh,
There we
yeah,
go.
this is
That's
something
very much
like
what it is.
that.
That's
Yeah,
how it is. All
but
right. All right.
back to the questions.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I use the Superior drummer for mine whenever I plug it in through MIDI and just do it my way. Because
Mm,
I know you had asked me like when we were talking through Messenger and all that stuff. You wanted to know how
mm,
I do my drum covers, and I do it as MIDI. Once I put it into my DAW, mess around with it, kind of put it in the same spots, make it sound as close because I'm sure there's a lot of ghost notes in between for maybe like the
mm,
softer metal songs I do.
yeah.
And then after that, I just plug in the sounds because from Superior drummer that I use, and it's like, all right, it sounds good, and then I'll just export it and then shoot the video, put it all together in Final Cut Pro, and then away it
Mm.
goes.
I would love to use Final Cut Pro and so on, but I don't use Mac, so
Oh,
that's the problem.
gotta roll with the windows.
Yeah, I use Windows. I use Windows because I'm most familiar with Windows. If I would switch to Mac, I would be like, oh God, oh dear Lord, I need to learn everything again.
It's actually not as bad, and there's a lot less wires, but I would say there's not much of a difference in terms of like maybe just trying to figure out which one's which. But then like I think knowing you, I think it would
Yeah,
take away
I
the
see
most.
a lot of art. I see a lot of artists I work with Mac PCs actually,
Hmm.
because it's for them the easiest because the music programs and everything they have there is actually a bit better than what you can get in my experience. What you can get for Windows because many people I already had sometimes the problems that um, the software I downloaded was just not good because I was either fake shit or something else. I was like, God damn it, what is this? Delete it
Yep.
out of my PC.
Do it again.
Off do it again, find something else. Because I always try to find something without paying too much because I'm on a budget. I need to look at my budget and be like, oh, God damn it,
Yeah.
that will cost me a lot. Oh God.
That's why we look at the price for those the easy drummer stuff and the spirit drummer. It's like
Mm,
$300, $400. You think like,
yeah,
damn it.
yeah, but dollars. But for me, it was the Easy Drummer free with the core library was actually 160 because it was reduced for me. It's 160 euros for me
Yeah.
actually. So it's fine, but I had to pay extra 80 because of the core library. Plus that, I was like, God damn it, can't the core library be in the package? Why is it separate? Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Nobody
Because the
makes life
system,
easy. Nobody makes life
yeah,
easy.
no one makes life easy because the system actually tells you when you install Easy Drummer, the core library is not installed. Please download. And I'm like, what do you mean?
I
What
went
do you
through all
mean
this
it's not
trouble just to
installed?
download it, and now I got to
No,
install it again.
oh, God dang it.
Yeah. I should always just do the comment. Oh, God damn it. That sort of thing. All right.
Yeah.
So, getting back to the questions, let's jump into your little group. That it's you and Nate, right? You
Yeah,
guys.
we are working. Nate actually is the founder of Give Heart Records, the studio where everything is done. I joined after some time. The first thing is I worked with someone else, Nyax the Shield Official. We made soundtracks for animated videos, for animation videos for a video game like Undertale or something. Made really did soundtracks for the animation videos for that.
Yeah, I noticed the Five Nights at Freddy's the reference in the all the videos and
Yeah,
links you showed me.
yeah, yeah. And then we made a lot of song. Nate and I made a lot of songs in for Five Nights at Freddy's and everything and so on, because uh, we played those games a lot and we were like, how would it be if we make songs out of the perspective of the characters? So we wrote the song. We wrote the song texts and we wrote them down and we over reworked the song text in some parts because it didn't fit what we wanted. I think I can put the cam now back because
Yeah,
I have it a little bit on the drums and then a little bit on me.
yeah, it's good.
So
Yeah,
50-50. And we had to some song texts were finished but never came out because something else came in then. Like before we uploaded To My Grave, or before we made To My Grave, we had Stay the Course before that. Stay the Course, To My Grave was actually done, the song text was actually done before Stay the Curse, but we were writing Stay the Curse at the same time, or I was writing Stay the Curse at the same time, Stay the Curse, and we put Stay the Curse first. Then after some time, as Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach came out, we reworked the song text for To My Grave, so it fits that game setting better. And then, boom, To My Grave came out.
yeah. I guess who wrote the song "Time to Move On"? Because I know you said that one was your personal favorite.
It is one of my personal favorites because of the emotions that were written into the song text by me and Nate. Nate wrote the last parts of the songs where I go on the voice all out because it got me so much with the emotions actually.
You had a little
So
couple shots before doing it too, so you could let all the emotion out too. You had no more barriers too.
no more barriers. We were in the recording session for the song. Like I have my uh, vocal recording mic right here
Yeah,
next to me, and we were in a recording session like with cams on and everything, webcams on, and we were sitting and we were looking at each other. We were looking at each other. We were like, and I asked him, "What about the last part? What are we going to do with that?" And Nate was like, go all out of it. No barriers. Go for it." I'm like, "Okay, I do it," and voila, there it was. And then Nate looked at me, and as I was done with that, Nate looked at me and I was like, "Oh boy, I am happy that I'm working with you."
yep. We found the one in the million. There we go.
Yeah, I'm like not credited in anything because I don't want to of the situation I'm in actually in here in my home and everything, my mental state and everything. I don't want to be credited and to get too popular with everything because I can't handle it. I have a problem with change. Big if anything little changes, no problem. But if something big changes, like you lose someone of the family or someone is done, I'm done for. So and I was like, but yeah, that's how we normally do it.
Well, that was happening
I,
last month because we were supposed to actually do this last month, and then I guess you
then
had
I
lost somebody in your family.
then came something between it, and then I had and I couldn't anymore. I was like most of the time on my bed, looking at the scene, and thinking, "Oh God, what did I do?" I like there's if you don't be if you're not aware of your mental health, oh God, you will go to shit.
Oh yeah, you don't have to tell us because I think we've seen that here in the States the last couple of weeks, and it's been crazy. I don't know if
Is
they're showing it on the news at all, but I think you probably have.
yeah, I heard about it. I read a lot of news in the, Google and everything because that's normally when I do when I'm waking up and like reading some stuff, then getting up, turning PC on and everything, getting everything ready, chilling around with my girlfriend or working on stuff while my girlfriend does something else, and that's how we do it. And then I sometimes I'm getting calls for Nate per phone, and then I need to take it or so, or I help my mother because we're renovating right now upstairs, living room and everything. Because the old stuff that we had is over 28 years on there now, so that it's time that changes.
Yeah, we have to replace with something new. That's what we have to do.
Especially because my father's not here anymore.
I see. Out of the old, in with the new.
Yep.
I was gonna say when I was seeing some of the comments, I felt bad because I didn't see him like credit you at all. So I'm thinking like I'm seeing more of Nate on here, so I was kind of a little worried at first that maybe you weren't getting enough recognition for your works too. Because you had sent me that private video when you were doing the vocal tracks for that song "Time to Move On." That was a private video.
Yeah.
I will give you credit. Yeah, that was you were going all out, so I'll give you credit there. Nice job, bud.
Thank you. I was like, the thing is, we are tricking around a bit as well with autotune, so my voice sounds more like Nate because I don't want to be recognized so much. But the only thing you can recognize that it's someone else, or that my girlfriend only recognizes it's someone else, is because how I speak the English words out. Like I pronounce the English words differently a bit than Nate sometimes, and and I'm the one with the more huskier voice that I sing. So, of course, I can sing calmly too, but most of the times my voice tends to go into a husky or very aggressive tone fast. So that's why I'm doing the metal screams or something or so on as well. Like in waiting for the fall is actually a special example for that, because it's some lyrics we have like I'm now I'm not alive or something, or I'm not even living, and then that's it's just you hear Nate's voice, normal calm voice, and in the background you hear as an echo you hear me screaming in a metal more like thing. I'm not even living, and that's how we do it normally in the most parts.
That's good.
Yeah.
That one I have to check. I know there was like a whole bunch of songs, and was it all yours? Crap, the record label's kind of escaping me now, but did you guys make all those songs? I think that I saw Security Breach. Was it My Own Grave or something, or
To My Grave, yeah.
To My Grave? Yeah.
We make all the songs. Of course, we have some other guys. We have Boy Hero, who are mostly pop punk in there. We have Sean Christmas, who does a variety of stuff of music.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's the name. And then we have our band Ghost Fight, with what we do mostly metal covers or something. Like we have me, Nate, and someone else are in there. I don't remember the name right now. Aaron.
Oh, I see.
Aaron is in there too. 3 people. Many switch ups. We had a band before, Roll for It, but as someone of us got fell out because of something I won't mention right now, we disbanded the band because that we didn't had time for that anymore.
I see.
Because we could,
Best not to get wrapped up in the drama. Yeah,
yeah,
I see. And it's good to see you doing well and making music too. And I am sorry for your loss. Before I forget that, so it's probably best to say that too. We totally
yeah, I
support
don't
you,
know.
brother.
Thank you.
Good to see you doing well. So,
Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah, go on.
no, I was just
Sorry.
gonna jump back into the questions, but what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna put saying I'm working on everything so that everything goes normal again, so that I go back into normal life more.
Okay, I see.
Since I retreated more and more into the virtual world and instead of real life. So
The virtual world.
virtual,
No,
yeah.
I like it. I like it. Okay. Uh, Jumping into the next question. What kind of sticks do you use?
Um, I got. I actually have. Wait, I'm using the Millennium 2 Pro Max in the most of the time. But I have uh, black drumsticks with white tips from Donna as well, a German brand.
Hmm. Okay.
But these ones are better for my drum set because they're first of all thinner and not as hard as the ones I bought extra. But as I noticed, or as I was like, this can break at some point, so I need to be careful. Maybe I should buy replacements. So I was like, okay, let's look online if I can find something interesting what I want to have. So I found the black Donner drumsticks, which are thicker and harder, obviously, because of their because I'm pretty sure they're not meant for electric drums, but I still use them for quite a while because I like them. And my drum set held out with it. Because but at some points I'm going so much out on the drums because I'm having so much fun with it. I'm like, oh boy, will you survive this drum set? I don't know.
Maybe a couple months, but after that, it's 50-50.
50-50. So I slowly then switched back to the Millennium Pro Mark because I had fear that my this drum set goes breaks through and gives up its ghost to somewhere else. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna use the ones that the guy from the music store gave me for them.
I see. That's pretty sweet. Uh, I guess what do you love most about drumming? Is it like the creativity or some sort of like personal release?
Both actually. I like the creativity I can have with it and the personal that I can let go of so much if I play the drums, so I can not because I'm not thinking of it anymore. I'm in my musical field. I'm using making music and so on, and so I am free. Can let go of my emotions finally. That's probably one of the reasons I bought a drum set, so I can get rid of my energy I always had left when I came back home from school or so. I always was like the guy who didn't do much because I was like the quiet guy and the guy who didn't do much, but when he did something, he did it good.
Hmm.
And I actually and then I was like, so how do I get one of the other reasons I bought a drum set in the first place? It's like, how am I gonna get the energy out? And then was like, okay, let's. As I got more into the drumming thing, I bought a drum set and my energy went out faster. So I was like, that's actually a good balance.
Yep.
Now I'm actually tired when it's almost dark. Because of the energy I had left, I was wide awake when it got late still.
Hmm.
So wide awake that I couldn't sleep or pulled an all-nighter because I couldn't sleep. And when it was 6 a.m. Time to getting up, I was like, then I got tired and I was like, are you kidding me?
Can't go to school.
Really? Can't go. Damn it. And I had to pull myself to go to school, even though I was tired as hell. But I was luckily at that days where I was tired as hell. I had short school, so I was home early again, so I could sleep
Hmm.
early as well and take a nap before something else comes.
Yeah, absolutely too. Gotta stay in school, folks. So, gotta see you pulling through. That's for sure. Even though I know
I
there's always those stories that some of the big musicians nowadays, they said they'll play their instrument, it was like all night, and then they probably paint their eyelids so it looks like they're staying awake in school and everything. So it's like, or they just hide behind the books and stuff, and they're just seeing with their head down and everything.
Yeah. It's actually happened to me and my me once. The exact same thing as what might happen to my mother once was that we were watching a movie because of something related to the lesson, and I was good in that subject, so it was no problem for the teacher that I fell asleep. But I actually fell asleep while watching the movie because I already knew the movie because I've seen it tons of times already. I was like, oh God, it was like I had to keep myself from spoiling everyone what's gonna happen. So slowly I fell asleep. I was like looking like this, watching the film, and then I slowly fell asleep. Boom, head on the table. And my teacher like tapped my shoulder and woke me up, and I looked at him and he was like, "Don't worry, continue sleeping. Don't worry. I know that you watched it tons of times already. You told me everything about the movie." And I was like, "Okay." Gone.
He's off in La La Land now.
Yep, I'm not in La La Land. I'm riding a unicorn. Let's go.
Yep. Where you call
Where
it
the dreams come true.
Then he comes home and does a psychedelic section with his drums afterwards, and ends up pulling an all-nighter.
Yes.
That's what I always like to say, because like people have always described it as like therapy with doing it on drums too, if they want to just let some emotions out. Normally it's like the stress from like a long day and stuff like that. So now I like to kind of like intertwine it too, because then it's like what's the word? I'm thinking like divine sort of interaction or something, and
Yeah.
you kind of lose yourself too. But it's also the same thing with like the butterflies in your stomach. They're there, and then when the adrenaline and everything else just kicks on, it's almost like you lose yourself. So and it's just like I'm going all out, and I think I'm doing more than what I would normally do in the case when I'm just playing like normal or something like that. So I know what you mean too. We're all like that too.
Yeah, but mostly when I play the drums, most fun of playing the drums is for me improvising and stuff. Like, I'm not playing the songs as they are played. I sometimes put something else on my own in there, what I think sounds good for the song.
I see.
So that's how I do it. But yeah,
Awesome.
mostly because of the fun and the emotions I can let go of it. So peace.
Yeah. I think I do it sometimes, but I think other times for drummers who maybe have passed away, or drummers you want to kind of show respect to, and your like personal influences, you kind of feel like I want to try to do try what he's playing too, maybe improvise at some point. So
Taylor Hawkins, rest in peace, man.
yes. Would you say that he was one of your biggest influences, or do you have a good chunk of others?
Um, I think the drummer of AC/DC is one of my one and Taylor Hawkins actually, yeah. They're one of my biggest influences I had on me when I played the drums. I was like, I want to be like them at some point. But as well, I watched a lot of videos from the 8-bit drummer who streams on Twitch a lot and plays drums for every kind of stuff. Like his viewers suggest something to him and he plays it. But he was one of my biggest influences as well for playing the drums, because I always get motivated when I see him play the drums, like how good he became. But he plays the drums for 13 years or so already, so more actually, because it was, I don't know how much now, but he plays them a lot already.
He's starting into his career. That's what I'll say.
Yep.
So much so that he's now doing it maybe 24/7 at some point. All right, so talk about your YouTube channel. What do you hope to achieve with it?
My main goal is first of all, to entertain people who come and watch my videos, to show them that drumming is fun, that you can create so much things with it on your own, like personal drum fills or so, that you made on your own, because you feel like it's cool, it fits the song and so on. So you do it, and you show it in the video, and do it for that. And that's my main goal. My secondary goal is to show the people that you don't need good equipment or high-end equipment to do good videos. Like, I mostly use my mic with what I'm speaking right now to record the sounds of the drums. because I didn't have the money or the budget to buy any system or software that could help me record them better and clearly. So I wanted to show the people out there who watched me uh, that you can do it even without, and that people will like it. So that's my main goals of everything playing the drums and YouTube channel and so on.
Sweet. I guess when did you start? Did you start this recently, or has this been like a couple years in the making? It's just been kind of on and off at times.
Yeah, it's been the channel is a bit old already. It first came out as a let's play or video game live streaming and everything channel. Then it still is a part-wise. I still stream a part-wise video games on this channel, but mostly only drum covers now because I don't. My girlfriend and I have our own channels where we stream the video games and so on. So that's out of the table, but mostly the drum covers now. Because with time, over time, the channel name changed often. The things I did on the channel changed often. Then the channel was on and off, because I either had no motivation or had no time. And actually, other thing is that I was actually work part-wise at the same time. I was working with Nike's Shield or Nate at the same time. I heard that.
Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, and I was working part-wise as well with Nate and Nike's Shield at the same time, so I had a tough time schedule because, first of all, different time zone. Like, you guys in America are behind me from the time, like 6 hours behind me, if that fits.
Yeah.
And then, so when I go to bed, I'm mostly like, I think you are having late day or like almost when it gets dark. Then when I'm awake, you are sleeping. And then when it gets late for you, and when it's like 3 p.m. or so for me, it slowly turns morning for you. I'm like, how am I doing this? Like every time when I finish this drum pattern for one of the songs or the vocal recordings for the song, I send it per mail or per system to Nate or Nike so they can implement it into the song so the song gets finished. Because obviously the drums is most of the times the first thing that the songs are done with, that the songs will be implemented with. Like most of the times when Nate is doing the song, you already see the drum pattern I recorded in it, because that's the first thing we normally do. So we know the rhythm, we know what we're gonna do with it. Like we did two pop like songs with more electric programmed drums in it, but of course I programmed them too. I'm if it comes to drums, I'm most likely the specialist of our group there, who does all of that, because no one else. I mean, Nate started alone making music, everything. He started alone doing that, but then slowly everything changed, and he turned the channel into Give Hard Records and brought more people in and everything.
That's a name, yeah. The name was escaping me at the moment, but do you guys use any guitars, or is this all like stuff on a computer that you use to make this sound?
No. We first of all, I'm playing the drums in real life.
Yeah, you're doing the drum part, yeah.
Record them. Nate or Sean Christmas plays the guitars in for us. Bass, because we have no bassist anymore. Bass and some other stuff is programmed completely because we save time with that, because it's much easier for us to program them in than recording them, because at some points you don't get the shots right. So the guitars, no problem, drums, no problem, is physically recorded and everything. But the everything else, like that you can hear in it, is done or programmed in, actually.
I see, yeah. Sorry, my AC kicked on here, so you can hear a little bit of background noise. So,
Yeah, don't worry.
let's jump into COVID a little bit. I guess, how bad did it affect you guys out in Germany?
It was like our government was. It was difficult for first of all for the civilians and everything because it was so sudden. But our government was like uh, putting us lower and going into lockdown because of everything. Because everything went out of control of everything. And we were like, oh god. But because of that, I think because of that, I fell again deeper into the hole of depression because I was home for a long time only because we couldn't get out, we couldn't go out, and so on. So masks and everything everywhere, and our government is the problem is our government. The government always let go too fast of the strict rules of lockdown and everything. So the numbers of COVID rise again to the heights, and then we had to go back in lockdown. And of course, there are people who don't believe in COVID who make it even more difficult to work to make this work out.
Yeah, that I think it's like a big global conspiracy or something like that.
Yeah, but when I hear that people say COVID doesn't exist, I didn't have it. It doesn't exist. I'm like, you saw those people who are in a hospital in an intensive station, fighting it for their lives, and you say it doesn't exist. Go to hell. Thank you.
If only it were that simple.
Yeah, but the problem for me is COVID killed the wrong people in my eyes. Like the good people die and the bad people stay alive. How? Why? Hello?
Yeah, it's almost like the rapture in the biblical terms, like it takes all the good people away and leaves the bad ones here.
Yeah, like the people who who don't believe in COVID survive, but the people who protect themselves and everything, they still die. Huh? How does that work?
I'm not sure, but I know it's a lot more complicated due to like the immune system and everything. So
Yeah,
I don't know. It was sudden too, and you think at first it's just going to be a couple weeks. Now it's been 2 years. I haven't been back in the office. I've been working from home for literally those 2 years. So it's been good because I'm saving money. First off, I'm not worrying about paying for the gas, which is now ridiculous, and
yeah,
now I don't have to worry about going and parking everywhere. And mine's really like a small group. There's not really a whole lot of people in the office, so it's almost like I really don't see much of a point. So I think I'm just going to stay here until they say like you have to go back in the office or we're going to fire you. Okay, I might do it then.
yeah. If you had a lot of people, there a lot of stuff that too. That many of the offices went to home office state because the people couldn't come there because the risk was too high, or we had, or the people were from their health at risk because it was difficult for them to go there because if they go there, they could easily get it and then most likely die from it because this immune system is not as strong as the others anymore. As well in the school, some teachers were not there anymore when COVID started because risk patients. So
Yeah, see, I guess it was pretty tough on you guys too, and I know it's just been a nightmare, and it's seemed like it's going to stick around for a good while. So I guess we'll have to see what this winter brings. So
yeah, the newer versions of COVID, every variations of COVID, that it's like I'm always like saying, can you please stop? You COVID, you killed enough people. Stop, stop, Jesus.
I know, fuck off, come on already.
Fuck off. Get out of here.
Yes.
Come on. Shush, shush, shush.
Oh, I only wish it were that simple. In which case, I might have the Infinity Gauntlet and just go like, there we go.
Yep, poof.
Yep,
Gone.
that'd be so nice.
But nope. COVID is like, no, I'm staying here. I'm staying here forever. You can't get rid of me.
You can't kill me. That sort of
You
thing.
can't kill me. I'm coming back ever, always.
Yep,
I'll be back.
something like that. All right.
Yeah.
So we are almost out of time for the interview here, but I just have one more last question for you. Well, actually, I lied. I think I do have like something, but this part of the interview, I like to give my interviewees a little bit of freedom. The only reason why I kind of jumped the last question because I have dinner up here and I have to go to work pretty soon. But regardless, let's jump into this part here. At this part of the interview, I like to give my interviewees a little bit of freedom to ask me anything, or if there's anything you'd like to get off your plate. So, knock yourself out.
I, I, Actually, I would want to know how it was for you personally in all that time, like working from home and in the meantime doing sometimes the drum covers and everything, the interviews now too with the new podcast you're doing.
Yeah.
How how did it all go for you?
I would say in the beginning it was weird because actually I think I started the YouTube channel later that year when I realized that I'm pretty much stuck here, so I might as well pick up a hobby and then just roll with it and see where it goes. And it started off at least good in the beginning, but it was mainly just friends and family who were just subscribing just to say like, hey, we're here for you every step of the way.
Mm.
And it started off first with just drum covers, but you learn that's a saturated market unless you start doing either your own music, kind of like what you're doing, or start collaborating with like some other big drummers, and that sort of helps in a way. You don't get all of like their subscribers per se, but it at least helps. So unfortunately, I didn't jump on this community till late of last year, which I kind of wish I did, and then I think I probably would have felt so much better. But in terms of COVID, I would say me personally, I didn't have to worry about it. I got my shots. I didn't get a booster. I don't think. Oh, I did get the booster. I didn't get the flu shot. That's right.
I'm fully boosted too, so I don't have to worry so much about it.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get mine before like winter starts just to prep myself. So we'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
for me and family, it was pretty much a blessing, or I should say blessing. Sorry, we were fortunate. We didn't have to worry about anything like that because nobody really got sick. It wasn't like real bad. It didn't affect anybody in my family. I'd say if anything, the COVID shots and everything kind of made us feel a bit woozy at times and stuff like that. But I think it was just the body adapting. So,
Yeah.
but for everybody else, it's just real bad static noise in terms of like the what everybody's saying about the lockdowns and everything now. And I think it's just bad for the mind and everything too. Now,
Yeah, it just sets you back to somewhere and you're like, oh god, not again.
yes, and then, and now I think 2 years later, I think everybody's just exhausted from it, and now it just easily pisses them off and everything. So now, I don't know, is that kind of a problem too? Like everybody seems a little bit more agitated these days.
Yeah. It's like for us, it's like when we're talking about COVID or something like in a family or something, when we're on a party or something like birthday or so, and we talk about COVID and everything, the first thing you hear is, oh, God damn it. It's like a big sigh of annoyed at this topic or something. Like,
Yeah, I know what you
what
mean.
do you want? What you want to do? It's here. You can't change that anymore.
No, you can, and I think that's what they're realizing now. We just have to now live with it, and then if you're sick, stay home, and then try to take care of yourself, and then try to make sure you listen to your doctor and everything.
It's like it's gonna be there forever, like a normal flu or something. It's part of life in the end. All of this is done, and we have a vaccination constantly for it that helps us not get infected so much anymore of it. Like now, slowly coming, then we have to live with it like a normal flu or something, like a normal sickness, because that's gonna be it. That you can't do anything against it. It will be like a normal sickness then. It can't go away. Once it's in the world, you can't get rid of it anymore.
Made in China.
Yeah, made in China.
Yes.
Thank
Right,
you
so-
for that.
Yep. Or whatever it was you guys were doing in that biolab or whatever nowadays.
Yeah, whatever went wrong there. Who the hell had that guy on that stuff? Who let him work there? Who paid for him?
I don't know, but we'll leave that up to the conspiracy theorists to find out. So, I guess,
Yep.
do you have anything else?
Actually, no. Just wanted to know how it was for you, everything, and how it went for you with the time when everything started till now, 2 years in to this chaos.
Yeah, I would say it's good that I was able to like interact with people like you. I would say that's been the best part about it, and get to know other drummers in our community, and then spread the word, so to say. But I would say
Yeah.
I'm kind of exhausted from it, even though I like working from home. And say I don't have to worry
It's-
about always
it's-
going downtown just to go to work and stuff like that. So
It's relaxing, but at some points you wish. At some points you just wish. Can it just be normal? I want to drive to work and work physically there, not at home. What is this?
yeah,
This is not work. I'm at my home. How
I'm
do
at my
you
home.
want
I
to
could easily just jump in my
how
bed and go take a 30-minute nap for all I know.
exactly? How do you want to control? And I'm working. Hello?
I don't know, but we'll leave it to upper management to figure that one out. All right,
Let them decide.
Yep.
Let them come with a solution, and then you can say what you want.
Yep. I give up at this point, but whatever. All right.
Yeah.
So if you got nothing else, you ready for me to jump to the last question? This time for real.
Yep.
This time for real.
This time, but yeah, no, I have nothing else to let go of, so
Okay.
hit me with it.
All right. So the last question is something I really always like to ask people I interview because I like to know what. It's in a sense maybe their 2 cents, like asking like what sort of message of hope you can try to give to drummers out there. So, what sort of message of hope can you give to us musicians out there?
To all the people, so all the musicians out there and drummers and everything, I can only say, don't give up. If you want to do it, just do it. Don't listen to what other people say who have no idea what you're doing. Just do your thing. Learn, play, because if you play, you learn more and more, and you get better. If you don't play because you listen to other people, you can't get better. That doesn't work. So don't give up. Learn, play, do what you want with it. It's your thing, not others. It's your hobby, maybe even your full-time job. Who knows? But don't let others stop you because you think they're right. Just do what you feel is right for you. That's what.
Yeah. It's the Bon Jovi song. It's my life now or never. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
right.
just.
No. Good message, too. I know it kind of seems cliche, but at the same time, it's just one of those things you have to hear it over and over again in order to.
Yeah, it's many people are like, they hear it and they're like, oh, I heard it before. And I'm like, yeah, you heard it before, but you didn't do it. So what went wrong?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, what gives? I mean, you just gave up.
Yeah,
that was it.
You just gave up. Didn't do it click in your head? Did you listen to other people talk shit about you or what? And you actually listened to the shit they talked about you. I didn't. Look where I am now.
Yeah. I kept going and I persevered. It's worse too when it's the trolls on YouTube that give you like those negative comments. Do you get a lot of those too?
Yeah, no, most comments I always got was bots who just put something weird, a code or something in. And I was like, what the hell? And when I knew it was a bot because of those things they put in, it was like instantly bam, spam, blocked, yeet, away with it.
Yeah, I saw those do it. It is so weird, man. I think I only had one of those, fortunately, but it is so weird. I'm thinking like, thanks. I guess.
Thanks. What the hell?
Yeah.
You always see when you see it. My head is always a big question mark over my head. It's like, thanks. What? Then I'm like, spam, delete, done. But most of the comments I almost got was like positive because of the songs that I did. They were popular, so the people liked it. I did the songs like Billie Eilish, Bad Guy or something. I did some rocking or like rock inspired drum pattern into it. But that video is already old, some years, so I wanted to remaster it at some point.
I see.
Because thank you. It's a nice song. I like the song, and I'm not only a metalhead. Of course, I listen to like Panic at the Disco or Imagine Dragons too. Only because you're metalhead doesn't mean that you only listen to that. Hello? Who put that cliche in?
Yeah, I only listen to Arch Enemy in this case, and you sure do. I don't like that. Fuck that. All the other music too. It's metal for me, baby. I am listening to the Beatles, man.
It's like last thing I collaborated with, because me and Nate had a big break now, was for Magic the Gathering. It's like game again, and Jonathan Young came to me and asked me if I want to do something with him, because Nate and Jonathan Young know each other because they worked together already on previous albums or something. So he came to me and asked me, "Do you want to do something with me?" And I'm like, what is it? And I'm working on an album for the Magic the Gathering, like original soundtracks for it, like with vocals and everything. And I'm planning to show my jazz roots into it. So I was like, sure, why not? I give it a try. So and then the song "Old Money" came out with me on the drums, more jazzy, like drum pattern, not so metal and rocking. Of course, it's already you can hear it. Clearly it's me because of how hard I hit the I play the drums still, even though it's jazz. But I tried so many other things. Like I tried jazz before. I mean, jazz is not bad. Jazz is good music too. Everything is good
Yeah, yeah,
music. For me, the problem is if the song text make no sense. If it's just blibble blubble gibberish written down on the paper, made to a song, and the song text makes no sense, then for me, then it's like, what is this? Who made this? Why is it here? Why did it got popular? What the hell?
yeah. It needs like that storytelling element, like, or if you're trying to like send like a message out, because I know metal is more about like messaging and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Portrayed in the lyrics, maybe I don't know, maybe talk about some sort of abuse, government manipulation, stuff like that. Like those ones are good, and then I
good
know
example.
the ones that have
Good
like
example.
those crazy like song title names or something. It's almost like
Yeah,
I
good
don't get it.
examples for that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, okay. Good examples for that for songs with messages are like Metallica One and Nothing Else Matters to Me.
Hmm.
They have a strong message in them, which if you don't listen to it clearly, you can't hear it. You can't hear the message. But if you listen clearly to what he sings, you hear it. You hear it out what the message is, and you're like, oh my god, I didn't heard that in the first time. That's the key part. If the song has a great message behind it and tells you what there is, then you like, ah, yes, that's a nice song.
That's a damn good
Like,
song too. Yeah,
yeah, it's a damn good song to hear. But when if the song text makes no sense and it's just words put back to back into the song text, and you're just like, what is this? Why is this here? Why does that exist even? That's why me and Nate work over or rework our song text from time to time because we think the song text doesn't fit it anymore. Because then we had new ideas for the song text and we put that ideas back in. So there goes that.
yeah. I guess best of luck to you too, buddy, and I guess on your musical journey, wherever it takes you next. So,
Yeah, thank you. I'm curious too
yep.
where that goes.
As we try to live with COVID and then just get back together and start doing what we did best. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, Neil, we've reached the end of our interview here, buddy. I guess, do you have any shout outs or anything else you want to say before we close out?
No, I'm just thank you for having me in this one.
No worries.
If there's anything else, just let me know. I will be glad to do. I will be glad to do collaboration or something with you.
I guess, where can they find yours and Nate's music at?
You can find it on if you type into the YouTube search or on Spotify actually as well. You can find our music mainly when you type in Nate Wants to Battle. It mostly pops up first. Or on YouTube, Give Hard Records. That's where we mostly upload the music videos to it, like all the animations to it. Because of Spotify, there's the limit. It's limited to what we can do. Of course, the song texts come in with on Spotify at some points, but if you want to know more, if you want to see more of our music, go on YouTube, Give Hard Records, or go into on Spotify and search Nate Wants to Battle. Then you can hear me and Nate, our songs, what we did already, and the albums and everything. Like Sonic the Hedgehog albums because of the movies that came out, celebration albums that we made of covers, or cover albums anybody from popular songs from Green Day or so. Check it out. Enjoy it. That's all I want. All I want is for you to enjoy our music. I don't want you to fan boy or girl it. Just enjoy it and have a good time with it or jam to it even. Have fun with it. That's the point of for
Yes,
me.
that's what it's supposed to be. It's about having fun
Yeah,
too. So, all right.
yeah.
So, for those of you out there, make sure you go and check out the music and show your support too. I guess, Neil, I wish you and your brother, well, I guess, fellow brother in music, Nate, the best going forward too. So thanks again for coming on, buddy.
Thank you.
Stay safe
Yeah, no problem. Stay safe.
and
You
stay tuned,
too.
yo.
Yo.